Hello and welcome to Magical Marker, a game of Dungeons and Dragons and drawings. We're a bunch of cartoonists and illustrators who won't just be playing the game, but doodling what happens along the way. Let's introduce our cast. We have a special guest today.
Yay.
She's not going to reveal who she's playing just yet, but let's say hello to Lauren.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
And then we'll go through our regular cast of characters here. So let's start with Priscilla.
Oh, I'm Priscilla. I play Isburiel, the trash elf, who is very wealthy, very snobby, a half-elf bard.
And we'll pass it along to Boya.
Hello. I play a character named Bug. He's a bugbear warlock. He's a small orphan boy who's 12 years old.
And Caitlin?
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I play Zip. She is a drow fighter and just a bit of a emo troublemaker.
And Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm playing Swell, a 15-year-old Water Ganassi cleric. He's not an emo. He's a bit emo lately because he thinks everyone's dead. So, hey. But usually he's pretty upbeat. I promise.
And a buttercup, you're still alive.
I'm your Dungeon Mancer, Brian. I'm currently running the party's NPC companion, Sutran, a magically animated severed hand of a spellcaster from decades ago who is searching for her other hand so she can magic herself back a body. To escape titans who are attacking their masters, our adolescent adventurers have been teleported to the other side of the planet of Haelon. Since then, their masters haven't been heard from. Trudging through tropical tombs and painful rainforests, the heroes have made their way to the village of Phantom Wall, where the scrying eyes of the Tabaxi who live there may be able to provide some help. To boost the might of their sight, the indoor cats require the gelatinous gem from the lair of the late Yuan Ti wizard Dormir Strongsoul. Taking fellow teenager Whispering Axe along for the adventure, the party walked through the rainforest during a storm that seemed to keep the threatening flora and fauna away for the day. But at night, the exhausted party was attacked by a clumsy panther, who was quickly defeated and skinned and worn by Bug as a gross trophy. The kids on hikes then came across a battle between a pride of ever-shifting tentacled panthers and teleporting hounds. Most of the party were happy to let the battle play out, but Swell's big heart couldn't let those doggos go down, and he rushed in to battle with the big cats. The party's member fell in combat like bottles on a wobbly table, being set up only to fall down again. The battle was brutal, but the teens survived and gained a new friend in the one remaining Blink Dog. The bonded pup then bounded away from the group, leaving them to skin the displacer beast, as Isburiel had heard they could be used to make magic cloaks. The path onward had become intersected with a muddy strip down the side of a volcano. The recent rains made this into a bit of a puzzle that had the party pondering for some time before settling on a system of ropes. After a couple more hours of travel, the sun had almost set. The sky was the color of a deep purple curtain, and the heroes found a metal door in the side of the mountain, behind which hopefully lies the lair of Dormir Strongsoul. And I will paste in the picture again from last week.
It's still in there. It's just down the bottom.
Whoever's got peach can make it visible or disown the lair.
There we go. I did it. Before we go any further, though, I just want to clarify two things. We're not going to introduce Lauren at all just yet?
Not who she's playing,
okay.
But she is an illustrator and works in animation as well, and is another fine artist who you will hopefully enjoy the doodles of, but we're not going to reveal Lauren's character just yet.
All right. We should do like a spiel once Lauren's character joins us then.
Yes.
I have a thing set up. And second thing, we got our first piece of fan art, which I'm pretty excited about.
Oh,
We do.
It's not,
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's so awesome.
it's a little bit grisly, but I love it. It's so good.
Wow.
Three
That's
cats stacked on top of the bug.
This
It's
is
not three
playing...
cats in a cloak. It's a bug and 3 cats.
That's really awesome.
This is
so much
actually by one of my workmates. I still count it as fan art, but it's really cool. It was a really nice surprise to get it from him. So, but his contact info is down the bottom if you want to follow him. Instagram, Twitter, and his name. But yeah, thank you so much, Eric. That's is really cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. That's awesome.
That's so cool.
All right. Yeah, that's me done. Okay, back to the game.
All right. So you're standing outside of the store. The sun is set. You've had a long day of travel. You're feeling fairly exhausted. What do you guys want to do?
Espurial just kind of looks flatly at this doorway and says, very fascinating, but I want to sleep. I need my beauty rest.
Wait,
You can
you
say
want
that
to
again.
you want to sleep right in front of this door? You don't want to open it?
Well, I am curious, but I mean, what if,
How
what
can
if
you
the
fall
spirit of
asleep?
this wizard was here and saw me with my hair all messed up?
He
I
wouldn't
have
care.
bags under my eyes. It's just awful.
It, no one,
I think
no
it's an
one would
improvement,
care.
really.
I'm
It's
feeling
because
pretty.
you have no taste.
I'm feeling pretty tired after that fight earlier. I mean, I think it's probably important that we have a rest at least.
Well, I got you guys to the door. It's up to you to decide what you want to do. I mean, I'll take your lead. I know the jungle. This is Whispering Axe, your Tabaxi guy talking. If you want to rest, that's fine. I mean, I was just unconscious for a long time. I'm still feeling a little woozy, so I could rest. But if you guys want to keep going on, I'll go either way.
Did you say
Fine with me.
it's nighttime already?
Yeah, it's like there's the last vestiges of light from the sky. I mean, at night on Haelon, because there's all of those rocks forming the ring around it like Saturn, there's a lot of light being reflected back down. Makes it harder to see the stars, and every night is like a full moon night. There isn't a
I see.
dark night.
Well, I mean, what if we try to open the door and then we can sleep inside?
What if we open the
You
door and there's a
want-
monster in there?
You want to sleep inside of the tomb of a renowned wizard.
It's a lair. It's not a tomb. It's a lair.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a
someone
lair like he
living-
died inside, so that basically makes it a tomb, doesn't it?
Oh, I thought they said he died in the jungle.
Oh, maybe, whatever, facts.
Wait, so this is his home, but he no longer lives inside. It's perfect.
Maybe
Go
we
sleep
should we
inside.
just knock? That'd be the polite thing to do. We knock and no one answers, then we can just go in, right?
We break in and sleep inside.
I thought that he was dead. Why would there be someone in there?
He's slightly more concerned if anyone did answer, given that he is dead.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe he
I
had an
mean-
apprentice.
Maybe he's a ghost.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
I'm down to knock. No harm in knocking. Let's knock.
Right.
Is that bug actually walking over and doing
Yeah, I'm
that?
gonna go ahead and just knock on the door.
Okay. It is solid iron, and you can hear like a hollow sound ringing out from behind as you give it a good thumping with your fist. There's the handle
No.
you could use as a door knocker, or you could smash it. I don't know. Either way,
Yeah, so there's no response.
there is no response immediately.
Can I just try to open the door?
So you can try pulling on the ring. Door does not budge.
Does it have any noticeable like keyholes or anything?
Yep, there's a keyhole right above. If we bring the picture up,
Oh
might
right,
see it.
that's right. It was a locked door and there was no key.
I know. I've put you guys up against Dungeons and Dragons players' least favorite monster,
The most
locked
fearsome
door.
of enemies.
The locked door. Can I peer through the keyhole?
Give me a perception check.
a 18.
You have dark vision, being a
Yes.
drow, and so looking into the darkness, you can see what appears to be like you can sort of see a tunnel leading onwards. You can't see the sides of it so well. You can sort of see that if you had to guess, the tunnel would continue like this, Caitlin, go like this, and the walls disappear, and then continues along. So there's either a room or tunnels going off to the side, and that's what you can see immediately by looking through, but it's really hard to see because it's such a small hole. But with a good roll and with your dark vision eyesight, you can pick those things up.
Looks like it's locked. Well, I guess we better go back. We tried, didn't we?
We didn't.
Oh, we came all this way. We should at least
All
try.
right, let's force it. We can force it open. Do we have enough strength?
Oh, we can try this in the morning. It's not going anywhere, presumably.
It might belong to a wizard
I mean,
after
I
all.
suppose there's always an option. But if it hasn't gone anywhere, why would it go anywhere now?
I feel like
Because
every
there's
time
people outside.
So let's go somewhere not here and rest for the night.
Is there any rocks around? Like any loose rocks on the ground?
Sure.
I'm going to start looking underneath them.
All right. You go looking for a key. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. Okay, 17.
17. You find some really good rocks for skipping on the river or the lake later on.
Okay, they're going in my pocket.
But you don't find any keys hidden under rocks.
I mean,
we can try picking the lock, I guess.
let's. I don't like the idea of staying in the jungle again, but maybe it's for the best.
I feel like every time we go to sleep, something bad happens. I'm scared to go to sleep.
We'll look after you, little one.
Almost was eaten by a panther or a tiger. What was it?
Panther.
A panther.
And then you got the skull and the skin out of it. So
Yeah, and
I'd
then
say
I got a
you came
cape.
ahead in that.
He's still wearing that, by the way.
Yes, the original one, not the fancy ones.
Okay.
But it's pretty disgusting.
It's crusted onto it's fused onto my skin now.
Ugh.
Your fur.
My fur, yeah.
You're a furry guy.
Oh,
Can I
that's
roll a
nasty.
perception check?
Sorry, who's asking for a perception check?
Me.
Lauren, what do
Yes.
you want? What are you trying to perceive before you make your roll?
I'm trying to perceive the nature of the skin on the back of this bugbear.
Absolutely.
I rolled a 14 plus 2, 16.
16. You are familiar with this. This is a panther. You think that this is not a tabaxi. This is not a displacer beast. This thing that they're wearing is a jungle cat animal. Based on, its anatomy, you're able to tell that this is some sort of panther creature.
Okay. That is all.
All right.
All right, I guess if you guys really want to go to sleep, it's not like I can open the door by myself. So we can let's go to sleep. We'll have more energy to break open the door tomorrow.
That's fair. Is anyone trained in the art of picking locks at all? It's not something that I learnt when I was younger, but
I
Figure
think
it.
I can pick locks. I have a lock picking set, I think, in Boxy somewhere. Should I just try that right now? Want me to try that?
let's save it for the morning.
Save it for the morning. I have energy. Let's see. Do I have a lock picking set?
Well, I told you that if you want to pull something out of Boxy and it's a reasonable request, you can have it. So I will say, sure, why not?
Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna try this really quick before we go to sleep. What is it?
It's a lock picking check.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, so sleight of hand.
Okay. I was like, I don't have that skill. Oh no, I got a 6.
All right. So
I failed.
you futz around with these things. You haven't used them a lot, and they don't.
Embarrassing.
It's embarrassingly bad how you're unable to use these tools. It's like watching somebody unfamiliar with chopsticks use them for the first time.
It's like, I don't even know how to use them, and I know that you're holding them wrong.
Oh no.
You've never actually seen anybody use them. You found them like in an
yeah.
alleyway at one point. But
Sorry guys.
You tried. That's all we can ask.
Yeah, I thought I knew. I thought I was a lockpicking professional, but it's not as easy as it looks.
you never know until you try.
I thought you just put the stick in and jam it around.
That's a skeleton key you're thinking of.
Oh, darn it.
Boreal giggles immaturely.
All right, let's go to sleep.
I'll take the first watch if everyone wants to sleep.
Is it even nighttime yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like nighttime-ish.
We're all still covered in mud.
I'll take the second one. Or the last one. No, are we basically just doing 2 each night?
If you
Two people on watch?
Boreal hasn't necessarily made it abundantly clear to everybody that you're happy to do a 4-hour shift.
Mm.
So if you want to bring that up, you can, but it hasn't been established yet.
And I'll take the last shift.
Are we sleeping in front of the door?
Yeah,
Preferably
we all
not.
just sleep in a big pile in front of the door.
Just a nice cuddle puddle.
You guys, you can investigate if you want to try and find a more apt campsite to set up your hammocks.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably a good
I'm
idea.
I think we should sleep by the door.
Okay. What's your what's the decision then? Because I'm hearing dissenting stuff.
I think the door's good too.
That's right, the door is good.
Put our backs to it.
Yeah.
More defensible.
It's a defensible
I have
position.
a bedroll and a pillow that we can use from Boxy. Boxy produces a bedroll and a pillow. Is this enough? I think we're good with this.
Just one bedroll and pillow for everyone.
It'll be comfortable for you.
Single one. So
we can
sad.
we can share this.
I have my own bedroll, which after I cast Insane Servant ritually and just have what's his name going to be today? Michel. Unpack all of it.
All right.
Okay, well, Zip, Swell, do you have bedrolls? You're welcome to
I
share.
got one.
Welcome to share mine.
How does it smell? Does it smell any good, or is it
Smells
nasty?
like freshly cleaned.
It
Like
does
We haven't
not.
been using our bedrolls, have we? Because we've been using the hammocks.
Yeah.
It does not smell great being near bug though. It smells very bad being near bug.
Why don't you lay out those 3 skins that you've got and make a little nest?
Oh.
Thought the displacer beasts were in Boxy already.
Yeah, they're in Boxy.
Yeah.
You wanna sleep on that?
Nah, you're right. You're right,
I'm good.
man. I got my bedroll. But thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we go to sleep. What is it? What's the bedroll? Is it just
Sleeping bag.
Like a sleeping bag.
The oldie-timey sleeping bag.
Like a sleeping bag with a zipper.
Ye old sleeping bags.
It probably wouldn't have a zipper. It'd probably have a tie. Because I don't think there are zippers in this fantasy world.
They
If we
haven't
decided-
invented zippers.
Yeah, I don't think there's zippers. There's buttons and there's ties, no zips yet. If you guys want to work on that as something you want to invent in the world, that'd be fine. But right now,
Probably. How
think
else
if
is it gonna
anyone's
be a
gonna
punk goth girl?
Yeah, if anyone's going to invent a zip, it's going to be Zip.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, how did she get her name?
Yeah, what do
Does
you
it
call
actually
this
exist?
contraption, Zip?
zip means to go quickly, right?
That's
You're
true.
gonna zip over there.
Oh
So a
my
zipper is something that allows you to either move up and down quickly instead of having to do every single button. You just zip up and down, also known as the thing that makes you go up and down and throw up when you're at the fair. You guys know the zipper?
No. Is
No.
that...
It was a
Yeah.
local fair ride. I thought it was more universal.
Yep. So before I go to sleep, I finally take off I rip off the skin, the hide.
Swell
The
watches that.
peeling sound.
Yeah. Well, Swell watches that, and then he has an idea for some kind of like adhesive, like kind of fastener, and he's thinking, what will I call it? Probably a Velcro? I don't know.
Wait, what would it be made out of? Animals?
Yeah, dried skin and blood.
What else could it possibly be made out of?
Oh.
Whispering Axe is going to go and find a tree to curl up in, and goes to one of the trees closest to the edge of the tree line that would lead up to the door. So she's probably about 25 feet away from you guys.
Call us if you need help or anything.
Sure, this is where I'm comfortable sleeping. I don't really do bags.
That's fair.
I'm
We're
actually gonna.
we're right here in case anything shows up.
I sleep a few feet away because you guys find me smelly, and I becoming a little bit self-conscious.
At some point, during the setting of camp, this Buriel presses like a cake of soap into Bug's hand. It's just like, got that taste.
I
Which may be
try.
too subtle of a hint, but
I do. I mean, I use it. I try rub the soap on my body to cover the scent.
no water, just soap.
And spit.
Is there like a stream or anything nearby?
Not particularly close.
Okay.
Does anybody want to do anything, like have any RP conversations, or should we move into what happens during the resting period?
Swell will draw in his sketchbook for a little bit before falling asleep.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right. While they are sleeping, Lauren, do you have any interest in doing anything?
Absolutely, I do.
I thought you might.
So I'm going to gently just like, I see the people who are keeping watch. I saw the Tabaxi get up into the tree. And so I'm going to try to skirt around the campsite. And is Boxy anywhere in visible sight?
Boxy would be in the camp area.
Okay. I'm going to roll a stealth check to see if I can try to get closer to Boxy without anybody noticing me.
All right. Well, the only person's perception you need to beat is going to be Zip's, because Zip is the only one who's currently awake.
Excellent. Let's see how this goes.
So I need to roll a perception check.
You're going to do a perception check. And
16 plus 2, 18.
all right.
Dirty 20.
What?
Ooh.
Dang.
All right.
Wow.
Zip's
So, yeah.
still wired about the day. You hear some noise. Did you want to describe it, Lauren?
So I'm currently like creeping like cats do, very like close to the ground, like ears flat, tail flat, just like, kind of like sneaking closer and trying not to alert this creature sitting and keeping watch. Um but I think I snap on like a twig or a errant leaf or something like that,
And
and
it's,
I just like freeze, just like with my back slightly arched, just like looking around, like, oh,
Okay.
all
uh-oh.
right. It is not even like a loud snap. Like you rolled really well. So I'm gonna say, Zip, what you hear is like you hear that snap of something. You don't immediately spot Lauren's character,
What do
but
my elf ears hear? I'm
Oh.
gonna I'm gonna get my sword out and go toward the sound and light up my little dancing lights.
okay,
Is that what they are?
yes.
Yes. My little dancing lights.
Lauren, are you familiar with dancing lights?
Mm-hmm.
All
The
right.
cantrip.
Yeah, we didn't mean like, going out and having
Yeah.
a disco.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with dancing lights. Even though it could be that, but it's not.
They really miss a
And-
chance.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, what cat is sneaking around here? Better not be another one of those panthers.
And I'm just like staying as still as possible because I know if I move, like you're gonna immediately see me. So I'm just like still just frozen in this position. My eyes are just huge, just like black. Just like I've been caught. And like my tail is like a little bit bushed. And I don't know if you see me, but I'm like ready to flee at any moment.
Do I see her if I walk closer?
Well, let's do another stealth or perception check because you heard her. Let's see if you can spot her.
So I roll stealth again.
Yeah, let's roll another check for both of you.
Oof. That was only a 13 that time.
Oh well, I only got a 9. So clear.
So you're not able to spot what it was that you heard. You know there was something around here, but just in the darkness, you can't see anything particularly threatening.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, since I'm so wired from the day, and I'm now thinking that I'm kind of like hearing stuff. I'm gonna kind of like work off some of my excess energy by just like swinging my sword around and doing like sword practice.
Okay. While I see this drow doing this, I'm going to just like take a moment and like look back at Boxy because I want to leave, but I'm also really curious to see what that is. So I'm going to roll another stealth check and try to creep around to Boxy while she's distracted.
Sure. Let's do another perception stealth check.
That was a 17.
And I'm going to give you a +2 on that because Zip is making noises and stuff.
Awesome.
She is trying to keep aware of what's going on. She's a little bit suspicious, but she's making enough noise to give you a little bit of cover.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be on purpose, like out of her line of sight wherever I'm moving.
I only got a 7. So
Okay. You definitely don't see this.
All right.
All right. So as low as I'm still very low to the ground, I creep near Boxy and I like finally like my little head just like peeks over it, like looking at the cover, like eyes still just black, so completely dilated. And I'm just gonna start like trying to like creep it open and like see what the properties are and just examine it.
Okay.
Can I roll I guess an investigation check to see if like there's any magical properties to this box?
Well, let me describe what happens as you get up close to Boxy.
Okay.
So you get close to Boxy and you see this. Can you see beside Boya that there's that little picture of Boxy?
Yeah.
So you see a box that kind of looks like that. Its eyes are closed. I'm just going.
The eyes are closed.
It's making that noise, sort of like little sleepy noises. And there's a lid that's closed on the top. So you want to try and open it. So rather than an investigation check, I need a stealth check to find whether you wake Boxy.
Okay. Oh, that's a 9.
A 9. All right. Boxy wakes up and
Oh no.
he looks at you and he goes, and then you look in Boxy and you open it up and on the top you see probably some hammocks. I think those are one of the last things they were using. And suddenly up from between the hammocks, an orange appears and a smile appears on Boxy's face.
Uh-oh. I very like shyly, like my ears are still down, but I'm like just like slowly reach for the orange and just like gently pluck it. And just like
Okay.
back up really quick and just like hold it like this in my
It winks
hand.
at you.
And I wink back at it and looks kind of like confused, but I'm just like, and I give a little nod of thanks. And then I'm gonna just try to scamper away back into my tree or back to behind like a tree or something.
All right. I'm not gonna make you do a stealth check for that. You just go back the way you know, where there are no leaves or sticks to step on, and you get out of the way. Boxy doesn't make any other noises.
Good, Boxy. And I'm gonna just stay behind my tree and just like have a little smile and happily eat this orange.
All right. It's quite fresh.
Oh,
It's been picked maybe a day or two ago. No, like it's not like some old rotten orange. It's a fairly fresh orange.
how wonderful. And my tail's just gonna give a little happy flick.
Okay. Is your character going to do anything else during the evening?
I don't think so. I think I'm just going to observe from afar, but not really get involved just yet.
Well, while the rest of the party hasn't seen your character, I think before we jump back to the rest of them, I don't want to put off sharing your amazing artwork with our audience any longer. So I was wondering if Matt can go to the visual and can share with everyone what your cat character looked like.
What's up?
That's
There
our
they are.
mysterious silver tabaxi. Is currently keeping eyes on the party.
And all of Lauren's contact info is on here as well. So
Yay, thank you.
add her on Instagram and look her up online and everything.
This one was fun to draw.
It was really nice. As soon as I opened it, I was like, oh man, this is really good.
Oh, thanks.
The question is, do they have wares?
If you have coin.
Sadly, I actually don't
Oh
at the
no.
moment.
I think we're
We
all pretty
haven't found
broke.
any treasure. Yeah.
No wares for you.
Well, we haven't found any coin treasure anyway.
That's true. Nice.
So then, Zip, you pass the night sleeping, or pass your exercising, and then you pass the night over to East Boreal. East Boreal, you have a watch. Nothing exciting happens.
About halfway through my watch, are people sleeping around the door? Like in front of the door?
I think that's where people were, in case it starts to rain, or there's like a little overhang.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Whispering Axe wasn't sleeping there, but I thought the rest of them were.
I kind of
Yeah,
pictured
Zip
it more
would've-
like we were not sleeping right up against it, but like pretty close to it.
I imagine
Like camping
sleeping
in
like
the area
right
in
with
front of
my back to it, basically.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, you know what? If they're not sleeping with their backs facing it, then I lied. I do want to do something else before the night is over.
Well, Zip's
Okay.
gonna.
Well, it sounds like Zip's there. Maybe
Well,
not.
but if Zip was still on guard, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So if Zip's not asleep yet, we can reverse time. Nothing integral to the plot has happened. So let's rewind just a little bit and say, okay, nobody is leaning on the door. What did you want to do while you still had some time there?
I'm gonna try to sneak back one more time. And now that I know that something is friendly, I'm not as super wary, but I'm still kind of crouching low. If Boxy is still awake, I want to give Boxy a little wink. And a little.
How
And
soon? How soon do you go back?
probably,
Like, are you waiting?
Probably about like 10 minutes, just enough time for me to eat the orange and just kind of collect myself, let the
Okay.
adrenaline come down a bit.
Boxy's eyes are closed when you return.
Okay, then I just like look at it fondly and sneak past it.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the door and investigate what the locking mechanism is.
Okay. Get me an investigation check.
Okay. That is a 12.
12. It looks like a regular locking mechanism. You don't see any sort of traps. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try as quietly as I can, try the lock and see if I can jimmy it with, my tinkerer's tools.
All right. So give me a sleight of hand check, and I'm going to raise the DC because you're not using thieves tools, you're using tinker tools.
Yeah.
But it's still, you've still got a chance of doing it.
Okay. Oh, that is an 18 plus 2, 20.
You are able to tinker your way in.
Nice.
So you hear
As she's opening the lock, can Zip like walk back
Okay.
around on her patrol?
while you're doing that, there's a click, but it's very quiet. So the picking of the lock has not been noticeable. What happens next? There might be something where you might notice.
All right. I'm going to just look around and just nervously hesitate at the threshold because I'm realizing that I'm at a goal, but I don't necessarily want to go in alone. And so
I'm also going to point out that it's a pull door, and there are people, if you open the door, you might knock into them. They're not right up against the door, but should you pull the door far enough open, you might start hitting people.
Okay. Then instead of doing anything about the unlocked door, I'm just going to scamper back and just go behind the tree again and just peek and be like skittish little cat.
Right. So then Zips goes ahead, finishes her exercise, lies down right up against the door, and then Isboreal is there, and you said about halfway through your shift you wanted to do something.
About halfway through my shift, I am going to kind of look around, sort of examine all the sleepers that I know exist, and then we're going to tiptoe over to the door and try to pick what I believe is a locked lock.
Excellent. Okay.
Going to examine the lock with my tools in hand.
Okay. So give me an investigation check.
Six.
All right. Appears locked. So
Okay.
then you can try to unlock it. So you need to make a. Do you have a set of thieves picks?
Yep.
Thieves tools. Okay.
Yep.
So you can make a sleight of hand check to see if you can unlock it.
You're gonna relock it.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't have proficiency with sleight of hand, but I do have proficiency with thieves tools. Does that allow me to add the proficiency?
Yes, it would allow you to use the proficiency. And
so not that that's good anyway, because I've got a 9 total.
Okay. You are unable to pick the lock. You can't figure out what's going on. You've tried all this stuff that you're pretty sure is going to work. You've been taught how to do this by one of your underhanded friends back in the Silic Kingdom. You've snuck into concert venues or after hour parties and through the back door, and you know your way how to pick a lock. And for some reason, you can't figure out why you cannot get this one to give.
There must be something magical about it. It is a Withel's lair. Maybe this is something arcane and mysterious at work.
And then somewhere in the background, you just hear a faint chuckle.
Do I actually hear this?
Yeah, it's like you hear the chuckle and then it muffles itself really quickly.
So he looks around suspiciously, looks down at Zip, looks over at Swell and Bug, and then suspiciously at Boxy. And then he takes a look around at the surroundings, like the forest, not calling out, but just kind of doing a little prowl around the perimeter.
All right. So we're going to do stealth versus perception again, I guess.
Yeah. Man, I'm killing these stealth rolls. 19.
Dang, 18.
Oh, so close. The way that plays out is Isboriel's walking around and you're hiding in the bushes, and Isboriel like seriously walks right past where you're hiding, but is looking the other direction, or you're blended in so much with the bushes and the flowers that they don't see it, but your breath is like, and you're trying to hold in the breath as this is in the darkness, this stranger is just walking past you. They've got probably a rapier out or something. What would you have?
No, I didn't have anything drawn. I'm just like casually walking around. Not as if I'm necessarily specifically looking for something, but although I am. Sit down again. And then I sort of take out the Kruth. And I don't actually bow it because everyone's still sleeping, but just kind of like softly pluck at it as if it's a makeshift lyre or a makeshift lute. And hum something and try to look like really off guard and not watching anything. Basically, I'm just trying to lure. I don't think there is anything out there, but if there is, I want to appear unguarded and maybe lure it out with the beauty of my song.
How beautiful is your song?
Do you want me to do a performance check? Because it can be very beautiful.
Sure.
Not this time.
Oh no! Y'all just don't want to meet me.
No, apparently.
No, 7.
No, a 1. Oh wait, what?
A
No, it was a
1?
1. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, that's really
I'm
sad.
on the wrong side.
So it is a beautiful rendition, but is a song that give me just 1 second to get the name right here. It is a song that Maris used to sing. And you do not have a good connotation with how that particular melody.
Oh,
It's from an
no.
artist called Caddy B.
My ears flatten and I just like sink down like very low behind my bush or my tree. And I don't come out.
Right.
Since nothing comes out, Esperio's just gonna stop and be like, and we'll let the rest of the evening, night rest go on.
All right. So nothing else happens during the night. The jungle sounds, start with the buzzing of insects and the calling of birds. The noise of the tree frogs dies off. And the sun breaks over the horizon. It's a beautiful day. It's very warm, but not too warm yet because it's still fairly early. Everyone's awake. Boxy begins presenting you with fruit.
Where do you get all this fruit from, Boxy? Is this the stuff from the castle, or is it?
It's stuff from not from Phantom Wall, but from Thorn Wall.
All right.
From the buffet that they offered you guys.
I'll eat an orange as I push off into just not too far into the forest, but a little ways, just to,
Morning constitutional.
morning business,
I am peeking just like from behind my tree again. And then my stomach rumbles very, very loudly as I see the orange and fruit from Boxy, and just remembering the taste of the delicious orange from the previous night.
Do I hear that though? Do I hear the grumble? Is it loud enough?
Probably do. It's very loud.
I roll another 1 in perception. No.
All So now another perception stealth check.
Yeah.
So funny.
You go to investigate.
Oh. Oh, that's a 7 out of 1. I thought I rolled a 1.
You want a
But it's
perception
still not great.
perception or investigation from Swell?
Perception,
Perception.
because it's a person.
Okay. So I roll a 5, but my modifier is +3. So
Okay.
8.
You do beat mine.
Well, it's like
So
you really want
8
to be
and 7. So
we really don't want to find.
Yeah.
you're like looking around. You're not really looking in the right direction, and you sort of almost stumble into this gray cat person, the Tabaxi that is hiding in some bushes.
I think I kind of look around and then I actually do a double take.
And I go,
It's-
Gah!
And I jump back too, and I'm like, oh, and I've got orange in my mouth. And I open my mouth and it's just like orange, like.
And I'm like,
An orange peel smile.
Yeah. And I'm trying to yell back to my friends, going,
and I'm just like, and I'm just like low to the ground, just not sure what to do. And I'm like, just like backing away. Like my tail is just like a big bush again. And I'm just like,
Esprilla says, ugh, do you think he fell over into it again?
I rip the orange out of my mouth and I say, there's a cat here, there's a cat.
I'm not a cat.
I'm
I
gonna
know,
pull out my sword
whispering
and be like,
axes.
"Come on, Bug, let's get another one."
Is Whispering Axe in the
No.
in the camp right now? Or
Spring
is she
Axe
still-
is running off in that direction.
Oh, okay. So
Do I hear the scream of "Let's get another one"?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to run at that point.
Okay.
It's another. I'll yell out. It's another Tabaxi. Another Tabaxi.
at that note, Isburiel's brows rise and he kind of leisurely gets up and dusts off his pants and saunters after.
So the other Tabaxi starts going, Dad, you didn't follow me, did you? Mom, you said I could go on my own.
And I'm like about to run away, and I hear this, and I'm just so confused. I'm like, Dad and Mom? No, that's not who I am.
Nobody else would have left the village. They're all a bunch of scaredy pants. And
Why do you stay with them if they hunt Tabaxi?
oh, they don't hunt Tabaxi. They were hunting. Well, they weren't hunting, but we were attacked by jungle cats, and they defended themselves.
I heard this one say let's get another one, but they're not
Oh.
hunting Tabaxi.
Oh, well, he said cat. There was another cat here. He didn't use the proper term.
Sorry. Yeah, that's my fault. Sorry.
We are not cats.
I know. I should.
No more than you're a monkey.
Yes.
Me? I'm more of like a seahorse,
Maybe more
really.
like a fish.
And then I'm like looking around, and like the presence of another Tabaxi is a bit calming to me, so I'm starting to just like lift up from the ground a bit, and I'm looking at the piece of orange that has been like put to one side, and I'm just like,
I still have the other half in my hand, so
does
I'll hold it out to you and say, "Are you hungry? Do you want some food?"
and I'm like I'm just like looking at it. I'm not making a move towards it, but I'm staring very intently at it.
I'll
Does
I'll kind
Box
of toss it
friend-
to you. Then I'll just like kind of small huck.
And I snatch it and just like back up where I was, just like eat it in like a split second. And then I'm like, does Box friend have another one?
Yeah, Boxy's got tons of stuff, tons of food. I don't know where he gets it from. I think he steals it. Hey, Boxy. And I'll call out, hey, Boxy, you got any more food in there?
There's more food that appears on the top of Boxy, but it's pretty far away from where you are.
Yeah, I promise that we won't hurt you unless you try to hurt us first, but do you want to come and sit down and have some breakfast with us?
I'm looking around. Can I roll an insight check? I'm still very nervous, but I am hungry.
I generally don't like insight checks on player versus player.
Okay.
I'd like, you can go with your gut on this
Okay.
based on.
Well,
what
since
he
there's a Tabaxi there, I'm going to very cautiously, just like one quick nod, and and just like start to kind of like still crouching, but on two legs now, and just kind of like start to go forward. And like you can see my nose doing a little hopeful cat sniff. I'm just like, okay.
The Tabaxi, as you're walking with them, offers you some of their jerky.
Jerky, meat.
It's boar jerky.
I do miss the taste of boar. I'm not really hunting. That's not my strongest suit, so I haven't been able to get one. Thank you.
Well, the fact that you leave your own village is making you tougher than most Tabaxis I know. So, way to go! And this large, chunky, strong Tabaxi gives you one of these on the shoulder. And
at this point, Isburiel is kind of looking at this newcomer, and then says suddenly, "You, did you laugh at me?"
And I like do a little like chuckle again. You tried to open a door that is already open.
It what? No,
try it.
No, I couldn't. And very suspiciously, he gets up, kind of does a really quick check for like traps or anything. We don't have to roll it, but and then just tries it. Does it look like it pulls or pushes? Actually, he's gonna try to push. Okay, he's gonna try to. He's gonna try to pull it
push
then.
before you pull.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it when Zip went to sleep, when she like put it back up against it. It was gonna fall. But it didn't happen. So.
He's gonna try to open it then, or pull
it
open.
The door, with a bit of a clang, like it was sort of stuck on something, pulls open. And in front of you, I'll give you a description of what you see. Beyond the entry hallway is a small antechamber. You see a wooden table with knickknacks flanked by 2 chairs on each side with boots and shoes beneath. On the wall, pegs hold various cloaks, backpacks, and sacks, and there is a beefcake painting of a Wanti serpent man flexing his muscles. Standing on the far wall are a display of a suit of leather and cotton quilted armor on a wooden dummy. Swords and spears hang on the walls of the hallway, pointing the way forward.
Ta-da!
I look at it, and then I look at Zip, and I say, "I thought you said this was locked."
Maybe I tried to push it instead of pulling it?
Maybe your party's just not good at unlocking doors.
That could also be true.
Why do you...
Much more ordinary than I thought.
A much more important question. And I'm just like, I take another fruit from Boxy and just like nom one. And I'm like, more important question. Why do you find yourselves here?
Most important question. Why do you find yourself here?
What did you like get kicked out of your village or something? What are you like homeless? What's your deal?
And you see, like as you look at the Tabaxi, that the cat is also covered in a little bit of dirt. Used to like have like a much more like you can tell like it's chipped away, I guess, over a period of days or whatever. But I do look very, very dirty, like almost intentionally dirty, like I fell in a mud puddle, but just let it happen. And
funnily enough, I think we do as well, because none of us have washed.
We probably look pretty rough.
Oh, we're birds of a feather then. That's great. I go chit and just like look away. I did not leave my village on purpose. I didn't want to leave, but I had to.
I lean over to Whispering Axe and go like, "This isn't one of someone from your village, right? You don't." So there are other villages here? I mean, obviously there are other villages who are to Thornmall and Phantomon, but where did you come from then?
I came from one of the villages south of here. We're very small, a small village. And I really want to go back home, but I don't think I can yet. I only bring I only bring danger. I can't go back there.
Why? What happened? Did you kill somebody?
You bring
No,
danger.
what? I didn't kill anybody. I didn't do anything wrong. They were after us. I don't want
That's
to
what
talk
they all
about
say.
it.
That's also what they all say.
No, I didn't kill anybody. I promise I didn't kill anybody. I had to leave because there were people hunting us. But it was
Wait.
my fault that they came to the village in the first place.
Wait, they were hunting you? What do you mean?
And I start to chip away at some of the mud covering my face, and it reveals like this bright, really beautiful silver coat. They like our fur. Like that one. And I point at Bug, who has the panther skin on them still. They wanted to do that to us.
Oh,
So I had to
Bug,
run.
how could you?
How could you indeed? That is a disgusting act. You put it away.
Oh,
That smelled pretty bad.
Man, it smells really bad is the thing. You didn't even do a good job.
You did a terrible job.
Also,
You're-
I would like my soap back.
yeah. You're right. This isn't worth it. This was not a good experience. I put it away shamefully after hearing the story.
is all your
I try to
village?
stuff it back in Boxy.
Is all your village Tabaxi people as well?
Yes, they are. But only my family had the coats that they were after. Our coloring is rare, you see. And I could hear them yelling that they wanted to decorate halls with it. And so they wanted to display us.
Were they humans, elves, dwarves?
They were a
Ganassi.
mix. Poachers. Hunters. Bad people.
So are
But-
they
well-
still looking for you?
I don't know. I don't know if they know that we've made it out or that where I went. My family had to go a separate way. I just came up here because of this.
So you know something about this?
This is to be clear, this is Dormir's place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the summons from Master and I rejected him, but I make
You
things and I
were-
pick something up real quick and it's a pebble or something like that. And I cast a cantrip called I believe it's just like magic stone. And I just like have them float like in my hands. I do things with items. I can make things, you see.
Oh, you're gifted.
Yes. Are you?
Were
Yeah.
you? So you were Domel's apprentice? Or no? You said you rejected him.
I did, but I decided to come back because this has actually gotten me out of more scrapes than it's gotten me into trouble.
This
So I
happens
wanted
with
to
power.
learn more about how to control it. But he never responded when I asked more information. He only gave me the location and then nothing else. Nothing.
Oh, I think he's dead now. So
Yeah,
that's
sorry
probably
to
a bit of a wrinkle.
break the bad news to you, but there's a Tabaxi village not too far from here, and they said he died in the forest some time ago.
I guess that
On the
would
other
explain
hand, it's
why
a
he
very
never
safe-
responded.
It's a very safe village.
Oh, that's
Although if you are gifted, then I think you would be wasted there.
well. First, I would like to figure out how to control this, and then find my family once it's safe. Once I can protect them. But how am I supposed to
Phantom
learn?
Wall has lots of squires. Once we get this item from Domi's place, they can see anywhere in the world, and I'm sure they would be able to find your family.
I mean, that's what they told us, but like, I'm not
Well,
too
it's
sure.
true. I'm not sure how they can, but that's
Yeah.
what they claim.
They were a bunch of ding dongs, those guys. So,
What manner
And
were
yet
they?
here we
ding-dongs?
oh,
Are they not helpful?
Well, they were
I mean,
dingusses, and then they
They're
were
indoor
dongs.
cats.
Oh, I don't like those
I mean,
sorts.
Whisper and Axe here is pretty cool, but most of the other ones they stay inside a lot.
Do you know
But
why they stay inside?
because the whole town's protected by ghosts.
What?
Yeah, ghosts.
No,
Antoine,
There's
ghosts.
yeah.
kind of matches Stonewall. I assume there's some place around here called Firewall or Stonewall or perhaps
What is Death Wall? Just wall of
Stink
death.
Wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we can get the scryers to find my parents, then that would be great. But first, I wanted to learn. I shouldn't go back to my family because then they might follow me back.
Well, look,
But-
we all have masters, and we're trying to track them down too. And it might be that he's not dead; he's just disappeared or something. And the best place to look for him is going to be inside. Now we're going to go in there anyway, because we got to get this crystal gem thing, and take it back to Phantom Wall. If you want to come with us, we can two birds, one stone. Know what I'm saying?
You're not going to skin me for my fur, are you?
No, goodness no.
Not while I'm here.
It's very nice.
Thank you. Don't look at it. Don't touch me. Just make sure you stay away from my fur.
Bug,
Otherwise,
stay away.
All right.
I promise you
Deal?
that we won't hurt you, as long as you don't hurt us.
no, I don't have any reason to hurt you unless you try to take my fur.
Then we're good.
Also, probably don't try to kick or kill any dogs that you find in the way. He seems to be very against that.
I just don't like people hurting other things. That's it.
I don't
Unless
really
those
like-
people are trying to be mean.
I don't really like dogs, but I don't see any reason why to kick them. Okay.
At this
Okay.
point, a hand, sort of like from the Addams family, that just
Oh, right. Yeah.
shows up and just waves hello, and just sort of goes back into who's carrying Sutran? I think it might be Swell.
Oh, okay, yeah, probably.
It was either Swell or
Oh.
Asburial.
We'll probably take it in
I
shifts.
thought it was either Bug or Boxy or me, but I'm happy to take her.
Okay.
My eyes go black
Yeah.
again. My tail bushes up. I'm like, what is that? What is that?
This is Suzanne, or at least a piece of her. She's
Why?
looking for the rest of her.
What happened to the rest of her?
Probably dead somewhere.
Oh,
Seems to be going around.
Her hands got cut off by some old dead Minotaur king.
And preserved, and then the other hand somewhere else, and she wants to find the other one so she can,
It's
be
a-
reunited.
It's a long story. Let us tell you
It's
about
not
it.
that
over
long a
breakfast.
story. We basically just said it, but
Yeah.
I'm very confused, but it's not.
welcome to the party.
Well, can I have some more fruit, please?
There's a bunch sitting on top of Boxy.
Okay, and I'll just like wait for confirmation if I can take some.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Florian also
That's
goes
great.
in. Oh, excellent. If you have any idea of this place, then maybe you can go first and, tell us of any traps and such.
Well, I can try.
So have you
Absolutely.
been in here before?
I haven't. I was coming up here when I saw all of you, and I didn't necessarily want to. I didn't know if you were safe. I saw a skin of something that was suspicious, and so I didn't know if you would take my skin too.
Bug does look very frightful. Oh. It's fine.
We
Have
got-
you ever bitten Bug? I was
Oh, whose baby? Oh, whose
That's Boxy.
cat? You have a
Speaking-
whole tabaxi. Oh my goodness.
one of your family members.
Oh, who's a fluff?
Wait, what'd you say? Before?
Oh, Isabella was just like, I was going to say that you don't bite, but I'm not actually sure that's true. Do you bite Bug? Do you give Bug bites?
Bug bites. Oh.
He hasn't bitten any of us so far, but I don't know. Yeah, he does have little sharp teeth.
Well, if you try to bite me, I will scratch you, and you won't like it. But only if you try to bite me.
Me?
I don't know about you.
I won't. I don't bite.
Okay, you have the teeth for it, but keep them away from me.
I'm vegetarian.
Oh,
It really likes potatoes.
potatoes are good. There's one potato. That's all you can do with it. You can boil them, you can mash them, you
Yeah.
stick them in a stew.
Yeah. I like to fry them.
Oh, fried potatoes
Uh-huh.
are good. Have you tried that thing where you can fry a potato, but before you do, you slice it into small strips and then fry them?
Oh wow, I know. I have to try.
You try that one day.
Yeah, we have
My
those
mom.
back on my island. We call them fried strips.
We
Or
call-
strips for short.
Really? That's
Yeah.
strange. When I get them at the after shows, they usually call them chips because they're chips off of a potato.
What? But you cut it into like a strip.
It is
Not a
it's
chip.
not a chip. A chip is it's when you a chip is what we call it when we fry we fry it flat in little discs.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Oh no, we call those potato pancakes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. You're gonna have to show me these recipes then. I'm curious.
What's
about
the
your
country that
pancakes.
Subriel's from?
Vassal Kingdoms.
We okay. I was gonna try and make up a pun for basilic fries or something.
No dice.
My brain was like ticking over, and I'm like, oh no.
You're like, how can I pun on French fries?
Vacillating fries?
Vacillating.
Yikes. That doesn't sound very appetizing.
Elven fries?
No, elf fries, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but
Anyway.
with this potato
We've been
conversation,
spending.
yeah. Sorry. My name is Stinging Nettle, but you can call me Nettle. What are your names?
I am Isboreal of the House of Adevwin from the Vassal Kingdoms. I just love this.
Is Boreal?
Yes, that'll do too,
Okay,
if you must.
sure.
My name is Bug.
Hello, Bug.
Bug. Yeah. Hello, nice to meet you.
I'm Swell. I'm from all over.
You're swell. I'm swell too.
You can call me Zip.
Hello, Zip.
I'm Whispering Axe.
And I'm like just like inch a little closer to the other Tabaxi. It is nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you as well.
And you called this one Boxy? I like it, Boxy.
Yeah. Boxy. Yeah, just Boxy is fine.
Boxy is friend.
Boxy smiles at you.
Still no idea what that is, though. Never seen anything like him before.
I would like to look closer at him when we have the chance. But first, I would like to know what is inside of the lair. If
Yes,
we
it's a
can.
question I think we are all wondering. Shall we?
Boxy closes his lid.
Is the lid on Boxy on hinges?
Yes.
Okay. Just had to confirm.
All right. Are we going inside?
Yeah, let's finish getting ready and then head on in.
Would you like me to reread what the antechamber looks like?
Yeah, but it's been a long time
yes,
just
please.
talking. I do not remember
that
anything.
There was like a beefcake painting.
Yeah, beefcake of a snake person?
Do you have a drawing?
I don't. I thought I might leave that to you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Well,
But,
say no
uh,
more,
can you
fam.
just describe it a little bit more?
I will. The beefcake painting is the Wanti has a cobra head and then sort of goes down into the abs. Like the abs are like, like the middle of the cobra would have the strips going across.
Yeah.
And Other than that, they mostly look human. The only part that looks inhuman is the cobra head. But the other stuff, there is a wooden table with knickknacks flanked by 2 chairs on each side with boots and shoes beneath. It looks like a place where maybe you would sit down to tie up or untie your shoes. On the wall, pegs holding various cloaks, backpacks, and sacks. And there's a beefcake painting of a Wanti serpent man flexing his muscles. Standing on the far wall on display is a full suit of leather and cotton quilted armor on a wooden dummy. Swords
I
and
love that there's
spears.
2 of you doing.
It requires two. There's
Wait, another
multiple
one?
paintings.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
And, the thing about magical marker is that there is no necessary canon of what things look like. Each artist's interpretation, including fan artists, that's canon. If your
Excellent.
version of him is like he's wearing a loincloth that's got like a leopard print on it, and somebody else is like, no, it's only from the waist up. Or if it's like completely nude, that's your canon in your head. That's fine. Whatever you want. Whatever you
Excellent.
enjoy most. So that's what you guys see in the chamber, and you guys have moved into it, at
Just
least
stop
in person.
and look at the painting, and I go, was Dulmail a UNT, or do you think this was simply aspirational, or perhaps his partner?
So what
Mhm.
this looks like to you is it looks like paintings of Dormier, but exaggerated. He was like a strong guy, but like whoever painted this is flattering him for sure.
But is
Whoever
he
painted this?
Yuan-Ti? Like, does he have like a snake lower half, or is it like humanoid snake head?
Well, Wanti have a variety of different appearances. Some of them look like, like their heads are snakes, and some of them their arms are actually snakes. There are a lot of different,
Okay.
mishmashes between snake and humanoid that Wanti can take as
In
a
all my
form.
time playing D&D, I've never actually come up across one, to be honest. So
So is that what he is? Is that why he has a snake head?
Yes, that is like the type of person that Dormier was.
Wow.
I don't remember him. I did meet him in person. I don't remember him looking like this.
he wasn't that buff.
So it was vanity.
I think
Oh,
they
this-
might have added some artistic license to this one.
It was so
Imagining
when
an old shriveled wizard man.
He
yeah.
definitely wasn't looking like this, but he wasn't old and shriveled either.
He might be one of the muscle wizards I've heard about.
Muscle wizard, tell me about these muscle wizards.
They work out a lot too. It's part of their practice. It's like healthy body, healthy mind sort of thing.
Oh,
I've come up
Oh.
across them in my studies because, being a cleric of Sunda, it's a lot of cross paths with a lot of them. And we could borrow a lot of their training methods too, because they work, obviously. And I gesture to the painting.
well. Just to be clear, when I met Dormir, he wasn't this buff, was he?
He wasn't, but
definitely
he
exaggerated.
was somebody who was strong. Like he definitely was somebody who cared about their strength and their physical appearance. But this is definitely more of a caricature or an aspirational thing, or potentially. I mean, it could be his father or brother, or maybe that's what they're trying to live up to. You don't really know the story behind him.
How long ago did you hear from him?
It was about a month ago. Was it a month ago?
A couple months.
A few months ago.
And Whispering Axe, when is it proposed that he passed on?
That is not a question for Whispering Axe. That's
Okay.
a question for whoever was talking to that group earlier. So if you want to, I can tell you what anybody remembered from that, because it was just yesterday. It was like 2 days ago.
Okay.
And
I
it was about 2 months ago.
I think Swole was part of. Okay, yeah, Swole was part of that group.
Yeah. I know he went out for a little bit, so I'm not sure 100% he was there for that, but one of you will have remembered that.
So it was 2 months ago they think that he died, and 1 month ago that...
No, 2 months ago since Stinging Nettle has heard from him.
Okay. It was around about the same time that they lost contact with. Okay. Yeah, maybe he's still around. Maybe he's just trapped in one of his rooms. Experiment gone awry. You know?
That was.
Maybe he's trapped under a barbell.
Yeah.
Oh,
You always have a spotter.
You can't spot alone. That's not good for you.
It's very important workout
Do you think
safety protocols.
Do you think we might find his body in here?
You have to be prepared for that.
Well, they did seem to think that he died in the forest, and not at home.
I guess they would have checked if he had. But I wonder why they thought that.
The vision, you guys, if you don't remember from last week, was that they were scrying on him and saw him being devoured by a purplish ooze dissolved into it. So, again, could be a doppelganger, could be they saw something wrong, an illusion, but what they saw was him being dissolved.
There are now 4 different options for what this painting looks like.
I like the coquettishly looking over his shoulder.
Oh my god. Yes.
I like that Zip is blushing while looking at them.
Zip is like looking at the paintings and then looking at the other guys.
Just like not quite the same.
Esperanto's just kind of like,
I'm just looking at it for any clues or anything. It's like I don't even register that it's supposed to be like a sexy painting.
Is there anything in this room?
Is there actually anything? We were so overwhelmed by this.
I think that's it. We walked in and everyone just kind of stopped dead for like 2 minutes, just like, what the hell?
Yes.
So like I described what was there, and if anybody wants to investigate any of it or just keep walking down the hallway or interact with any of it.
There was the painting, plural paintings, sorry, because obviously there's multiple now. The table that had some stuff on it. Is that?
Yep, table with knickknacks.
And
There are pegs on the wall holding cloaks, backpacks, and sacks. And there's a full suit of armor. It's made with leather and quilted armor, which you would be familiar with having been from the Rainbow Archipelago, that in places where it's warm like this, you don't wear metal armor usually.
That's right.
You guys are getting by with your chain shirt, but you're finding it, if you had been wearing plate or something, you'd probably be overheated.
Yeah.
Chain breathes a little bit, but the quilted cotton armor is really hard to penetrate. It's very thick, but also it breathes, and so it's the preferred armor of the region.
Okay.
It has sometimes leather over top of it to help give it an extra layer of protection and ability to deal with the rain.
Is it kind of like samurai armor?
No, I think samurai armor would be more like wooden or like flat things. This is more like
splint mail.
Yeah, that's the way I think. Oh, it's form fitting, so it's like sculpted to his
beautiful sculpted muscles.
More like the way leather armor would be, or like a tunic, somewhere between like a tunic and that.
Okay.
It'd be common in like Mayan civilizations or Indian civilizations that in our world, but it's like Central American.
All right. I'd like to look over the knickknacks on the table, please.
All right. What are you looking for specifically?
Just what are they?
Okay. There's a collection of various like little miniature figurines that look like they've been collected from a variety of different sources. Like the artwork style is not cohesive across them. So like one of them is a little owl bear, and another one is a key with wings, and another one is a shark, but the shark, the back end of it, instead of having a tail, has like an eel.
Oh, okay.
And there's another one that's a little book, and you can pick it up and you can look inside, and there are little tiny drawings within the book.
Oh, wow.
And they're of like various drinks from around the world, and then there's like a little menu telling you like this is how you make this type of drink, and it's all these sort of things that you get an idea of a life spent traveled, or somebody who traveled bringing them and dropping them off, like every time they came by Dormir's they dropped something off.
Okay.
Or
Do I recognize any of the art styles or anything? Like, is it indicative of any part of the archipelago?
you probably recognize one or two pieces, but a lot of them you would not recognize. So you're like, okay, I know that craft, like the shark eel. You're like, I kind of know the people that carve that from like a scrimshaw type whalebone.
Okay.
But there are other things where you're like, I've never even seen an owlbear, and the whatever that's made from, that whether it's a soapstone or a wood carving, the driftwood, you're like, I'm not really familiar with that type of work.
Okay.
Is there anything that looks obviously magical in this area?
Well, give me an Arcana check.
Come on, sparkly die. Oh, dang you, sparkly die. 6.
6. Nope. I mean, nothing. Anything around here could be magical. You're in a wizard's lair, right? So these knickknacks, maybe they're figurines of wondrous power that when you throw them on the ground and say the right word, they spring to life. Or maybe one of those cloaks is actually a cloak of billowing, and when you put it on, it's just going to flap in the wind and look really cool. But, I mean...
Or maybe the tchotchke is from Ham's Roadside Emporium.
Exactly.
I'm looking at this table of items, and the end of my tail starts like flicking in curiosity, and I'm just gonna like go up to it, and I want to touch it very badly, but I'm also going to roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh, fall off the table. Oh no! Oh, never mind. That's 16. 16 plus 2, 18.
18. None of these objects you think are specifically magical.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up
Is there any?
the winged key.
Okay.
Just like look at it, like just turn it in my hand and look around and see if there's any keyholes.
Oh, right.
You don't see any keyholes immediately in the vicinity. If you want to do an investigation check to, search behind things and pick things up and look in drawers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna start by searching behind the painting, and I rolled a 15 on that.
All right.
I was gonna lift up the painting.
Yeah.
Okay. Investigating behind the painting, you don't see anything. Like if you take it right off the wall, you can see that like there's a message on the back, and it says, "For Dormir, best wishes. One day you'll get that bod." It's signed by artist Dargon.
Dargon.
Yeah.
Is this a famous artist?
Yeah. Somewhat famous. You would have known from the Vasilic Kingdom. You would have.
Okay.
You've probably seen some paintings like this in your day, of known for doing extremely flattering caricatures, sort of like the opposite of caricatures, where like a caricature exaggerates sometimes your worst features or most prominent ones.
Mm-hmm.
And this artist is known for exaggerating and faking the things you wish you had more of. So like you've seen ones with like long, beautiful hair on people who have like thinning hair as they're aging, and long lashes that come up almost like butterfly antenna.
Mm-hmm.
And,
is Dargon of Finland? He's a water genasi.
Yeah, sure.
Seeing that name, Astoria was going to go, oh, and we'll start to like try and take the canvas out of it or out of the frame. We'll try to see if there's a way to transport it. Doesn't quite want to go to the extent of cutting it out of the frame and rolling it up, but you can see it's clearly thinking about it.
Let's put that on the back burner. We got bigger.
Zip's gonna go over and be like, saving it for later.
Well, this is a work of Dargon. He's quite a famous artist. So
Sure he is.
Some cash. It is also a very well done piece.
And while you continue with your investigation, Nettle, you start going behind the cloaks. And behind one of the cloaks, you find a lever.
Ooh. Hey, psst, everybody, look. And I point to the lever, and I'm just like, where do you? My hand is already on it. I'm like so ready. Where do you think this goes to?
Well, it better go to that goddamn crystal.
I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull the lever. I'm gonna pull the lever.
I step away from the center of the hall.
Yeah, I step closer to the door that we came in through.
Yeah.
Are you gonna step? You're gonna step. Here, let me draw a little map on. We have a map screen, and I am going to draw the area, and you can tell me where you stand.
Okay.
Let me get the right tool here. Draw it.
Seems like where we stand is important.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go in the opposite direction, like deeper in, away from the entrance.
So each of these is 5 foot square.
Mm-hmm.
The lever is here. Got table with chairs and dummy. And the hallway continues. Sort of like that. So you can mark with a letter of your name, so I know, like the first initial of your character, so I know where you're standing.
And the door we came in through was at the start, right?
Yeah, this is the entrance over here.
Where were the paintings?
If there's going to be more than one of them, one was there, one was there.
Oh, right, yeah.
One was there, one was there.
Where's the painting that they investigated?
Yeah, where's the lever?
Yeah.
So the lever, I will mark it in red.
Okay.
Esperia is going to step like over here. Oh. Take it. Why is it not? Draw.
I can't draw either.
Oh, there it is.
Why are you not drawing for me? Draw for me.
Draw for me, my angel of art.
Swear to me.
Okay. Esperio's going that direction.
I guess I would have been over near the table full of the knickknacks.
Okay. Swell's there. I thought you said you were going closer to the door.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Is there a hallway like over in this here?
Yes, there's a hallway. You don't quite get there. You're going in that direction.
Oh, okay.
Something's going to happen as you go that direction.
Okay. My name is right next to the lever.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of maybe just like backed up towards the doorway a bit.
Okay, and so I'm just waiting on Bug.
Oh wait, I'm still trying to. Oh, because the layer thing. I get it. My layer was under the. I guess I'll be over here. I want to be over here.
All right.
Looking in.
So, Boreal starts backing away into the hallway filled with the weapons. The weapons spring to life and start coming towards Boreal. At the same time, you pull the lever down, which falls down on top of Swell, the portcullis. So,
what?
Wait, it falls on Swell.
It's falling down on top of Swell. Swell, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw to jump out of the way in time.
Like the weapons are?
No, the weapons are going to attack Boreal, which will be an initiative, but Swell is trying to jump out of the way of a portcullis that is dropping down that separates the antechamber from the front hallway.
Dexterity saving throw, you said?
Yes. That's not a good look.
I rolled a 6.
Roll a 6.
Yeah.
All right. So it falls down on top of you,
F.
F in chat.
and you take 10 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh,
Is it one of those portcullises that like has the spiked ends at the bottom?
Yeah.
It's going okay. Yeah, I fall.
And
I go
chat.
down. Thank you.
Mm.
It pierces through my armor and to me as it pins me to the ground.
All right. So the way
And I'm out. I'm dead. I start leaking blood everywhere.
What?
and
are you trapped in there, or like it pierced through you?
so it didn't go right through his entire gut, but like he backed up and like it went through his foot, through his leg as he stumbled to the ground, and it went right through his leg. And so you have
Wow.
a foot on your side with a spike through it and a bleeding swell on the other side.
Like towards
Yeah.
entrance.
And so now we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Do I need to? I guess I do because I need to roll death
Yeah.
saving throws.
You have to
Dirty 20.
I rolled a 16.
Write down the initiatives here. Okay. So I'll start Swell,
9.
9, and Zip,
18.
18, and East Boreal,
20.
and Bug,
I'm a 4.
and Nettle.
16.
And I rolled for the other ones. And East Boreal is first to act.
Okay. Is Swell on the other side of the gate, pinned as he is?
His foot is on your side.
Okay.
So it'd be easy for you to touch him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't particularly need to touch him, but the weapons are in sort of this area, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Yeah, both of those walls.
That's a lot of things to dodge fast. So I'm going to scoot on and to the right over this way.
All right, so I guess because your initiative comes before theirs, you do not take an attack from them. They do not get their bonus or reaction on you yet.
Oh no, they should. I can disengage. If not,
Okay.
No, I think I'm. Dang. Actually, no, I'm okay. Sorry. Let's erase that. I'm going to go kind of glance back, go, are you serious right now? Really? And that is my healing word.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
So you are going that way, and this is maybe a house rule, but I think that if you go before initiative, or the other people in the initiative order, they do not get their reaction on you, like a combat reaction. It could be like in response to something, like if you haven't gone yet and somebody attacks you, you can do a like a hellish rebuke or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it does give you a chance to like dodge past people quickly before they've fully drawn their weapons.
Oh, cool. I'm happy to take that. But from bonus action, I will give Swell 5 points.
Okay.
And then I'm going to scoot on to the right. And then for what do I see? Like what I round the corner?
This is sort of a living dining room area.
Mm-hmm.
And you do not see any particular threats or dangers in this
Is
area.
there a table or a wardrobe or something I can hide behind or under?
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's like this nice long table.
I'm gonna dive under the table.
This appears to be a room Dormir would use for entertaining. There's a long table with several chairs where meals could be served. and an area of wicker chairs and sofas to lounge upon before and after dinner. There are a few books on the bookshelves, along with various objects probably chosen for their aesthetic appeal, such as large keys, rainbow feathers, and glassware. So the lounging chair sort of areas would be over here.
Oh, maybe I'll hide behind some lounging chairs.
So those are wicker, so they're not going to provide necessarily
okay.
as much.
Whatever seems likeliest.
Sliding under the big table probably is
Yeah.
going to give you the most cover.
Okay. And then, so for my action, I'm going to hide.
Well, if your move is 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, you'd have to double move to get under the table.
1, 2, 3. Are these 10 feet or 5 feet squares?
They're 5 feet, and you're basically
1, 2,
starting
3, 4,
in this
5.
square here, because that's when it got activated. When you passed that line here, as soon as anybody passes this line, the things start attacking.
Oh, okay.
So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Right,
30.
on the map.
30 would take you to here.
Well, am I still out of sight, quote unquote, of
Yeah.
the things?
I guess so.
Then I will still attempt to like flatten up against the wall.
Okay. You
And hide.
attempt to hide against a wall.
Hmm.
All right. Then we go to Zip's turn.
Okay, Zip's gonna go over to where Nettle is and the lever and be like, pull it up, and like try and like get the gate to
The gate goes
pull
up.
back up.
As your action, you lift the lever.
Is is Swell awake?
Yeah, Swell is like coming to consciousness now. Like as his leg is sort of reforming magically as the spell is taking effect, and the portcullis comes back out of it.
I'm gonna like pull him up and be like, watch where you're standing next time, you idiot.
I'm sorry.
What hit me?
I didn't mean to.
You got smushed
By
like
what?
a bug.
Bug's over
What?
there.
Not like bug.
Not like bug, like a bug.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I didn't say where Whispering Axe is. Whispering Axe is probably beside where Zip was. Now, what happens next is there's my monster manual. The armor attacks Whispering Axe.
Oh god. Animated armor.
Actually, I didn't roll initiative for Whispering Axe. Okay. And Funks are pretty good, but she's still up. And she goes like, this thing's alive. And we're gonna go to Nettle next.
All right. So where's the suit of armor right now?
It is, if you look on the map page, it is that blue square beside the Z.
Okay. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. So 20 feet to it. And then I'm going to use, actually, I don't even need to get that close. I'm going to be over here. I'm going to use Thorn Whip, which is a cool spell, which I just figured out how to use. When I attack it with my whip, I roll an attack action against it, I'm assuming.
Yep. And
try to just like restrain it in my whip.
Go for it.
That will be a 15 plus 6. So that is math. That's 21.
All right. The whip lashes around this armor. The nettles, the thorns, go into and pierce the cotton and leather, and you haven't. You're able to. Are you trying to pull it towards you or hold it still? What is the?
I'm trying to hold it still, just like restrain it with my whip, to keep it from attacking, and that's 1d6 piercing damage. And I can pull it closer to me, so I do pull it closer, and that is 4 damage.
Right. It doesn't look like you've done a heck of a lot of damage to this thing, but it is restrained, I guess, now.
And I'm holding it steady, and I'm like, this is why they call me Stinging Nettle.
It's the weapons turn. They're going to, some of them go for East Boreal. What's your armor class?
Did the stealth not work?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
They've got blind sight, unfortunately.
14.
14. Out of 6 attacks, because there are 4 spears and 2 swords, 2 of them hit.
I was gonna say that was a lot of dice rolling. I was like, that's it for me.
But I rolled low on the damage, so that's 7 points.
I mean, that's still almost enough to kill me. So.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all pretty squishy, aren't
Oh,
Level 1.
Yep.
we? Woo!
And then it's Whispering Axe's turn to attack. And that's going to hit the armor. And she is going to get a good thud of axe damage into it. She's like, thanks for holding it still.
No problem.
And then we're going to go to Swell, who's perhaps not feeling so swell.
I guess I'm healed, but for role-playing sake, I'll just kind of shake my head, look at Zip, and be like, are we under attack?
You can see the armor, and you probably saw the weapons zip down the hallway and around the corner, and hear Isboreal going, ah!
Okay, can I see the
Or I don't-
armor?
Yes.
Can I see the weapons?
You probably could see that some of the weapons, like you could see like part of the spears that are poking out around the corner.
Okay.
And I'll say, no, dummy. These are our best friends. Of course we're under attack. We're always under attack.
I'm just gonna put my hand up and shoot Sacred Flame at the weapons down the hall.
Okay.
Flame like range is 60 feet. Is there enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So.
okay. So it's a dex save for them. Need to beat a
Rolled low.
13. Sorry?
I rolled low.
Okay. 13 was the score you needed to beat.
I got a 5.
All right. 1d8. 7 points of. Is it? I'm guessing it's radiant. Radiant? Yeah, radiant damage.
Right. One of the spears is like sort of broken in half now.
Nice. We better go help them then. And I'll stand up and grab my warhammer.
All right. Bug.
So there's how many weapons do you say there are flying around?
6.
6, and Swell broke 1.
Yeah, but it's still going.
Okay.
It became
I
2
guess-
weapons.
And then there's the armor.
And then there's the armor, which is closer to you.
I'm gonna. Is it like a suit of armor?
It's a suit of armor on a wooden dummy that's come to life.
Okay. I guess I'll shoot my Eldritch Blast to
Does the armor
add-
have like a weapon?
No, it does not have weapon. It's just the wooden like parts just pummeling.
You can punch people.
The wooden dummy is going along with the theme of this buff. It is swole armor.
Oh my god.
I got 21,
21 is a hit.
and then 2.
2 damage.
Oh.
All right. Every little bit helps. All right. The armor is starting to look somewhat damaged from these attacks.
Why does it have nipples?
It does have nipples now.
You know, armor
All
of the
good
time.
Yeah, all good armor has nipples.
Sutran jumps off of East Boreal and runs back skitters back into the hallway and starts going through the knickknacks and things like that, and is like looking for something. And then it's going to be Isaburiel's turn.
I am basically just swearing up and down, left and right, also possibly diagonally. And I'm gonna take basically I'm just gonna go like and dodge for the rounds for my action, and then I'm also gonna kind of go, you got this. Just take care of yourself, buddy. And just healing word myself.
Great. You say you're swearing. May I suggest that in this world, because you're just seeing all those muscular things, you'd be like, by Brovon's biceps.
Brovon's bicep, and you want to eat man pecs.
Man pecs. Man pecs.
So that was actually a nice roll. So I will take back 8 points of healing.
Excellent. And then we zip over to Zip.
All right. Well, I think that the suit of armor is probably closest, so I'll hop over and start attacking that.
All right.
Uh, 12.
12. Oh no. Wait a minute. It's possible that you could be flanking if you wanted to set yourself up flanking with
Oh, sure, yeah, with
Whispering Axe.
Whispering
Then you could have
Yeah.
advantage.
Okay.
Pro strats.
When we do theater of the mind, I try and give you guys as much possibility to take advantage of that.
Thank you.
All right, that's a dirty 20.
Nice.
20 is enough, like because it seems to be, struggling with the vine and being hit by the axe, and now like a bolt of energy force that shoots from Bug's hand, and then your big sword cleaves into it with a
11 damage.
11 damage. That's sweet.
Nice.
It looks like it's sort of wobbling around a little bit. It's not as steady. It's taken a lot of damage, but it's still up. And then it's its turn to retaliate. And so it turns to you, Zip. And it rolls a 22 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that'll hit.
Uh-oh.
And you take 5 damage.
I can take it.
Oh, it has 2 attacks.
Oh.
And then it crits.
What?
Actually, if it's restrained, does it have disadvantage?
Actually, I think it does.
Ah,
Let me
Yeah,
check.
take that.
Restrained creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Haha.
Ah.
So
And
if I
speed
rolled
saving throw. But
the first attack and a 20, the first attack is still a hit. The 20 is negated because it has disadvantage. I'm going to roll
Yeah.
2 new attacks for the second attack.
Mm.
That's a miss. And that's a miss, I think. They're both 15 to hit. Were
That
those
is
hits?
not going to hit.
Wow.
All right. So one, like it's right about to pummel you right in the jaw and break your jaw off, but it gets yanked by the whip and it connects instead with like your right here in the chest. And so it hurts, but not as bad as it would have. And then it comes swinging in with another fist, but Nettle is pulling on it and it sort of stumbles and it is unable to connect with your form, your body. You're not as ripped as the photo, but still, or painting, but still ripped body. Then
I'm
we're
like
going
looking at my own muscles. Yeah, take
we'll
that.
go to Nettle next.
Okay. What I'm actually going to do is I want to attack with the whip again. So I'm gonna release him, and then in the middle of releasing him, I know that bonus actions are usually casted at the end of the turn, but can I imbue it as a bonus action before I use my attack?
Yeah, I let you use bonus action anywhere in the turn.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to use my bonus action to oh my god, where'd it go? I just had it. Where are my spells? To use arcane weapon. It basically adds an extra d6 of a certain type of damage, and I'm going to choose cold damage.
Sure.
And I'm going to imbue the whip with cold damage to make an icy whip. And then I'm going to roll my attack roll, which is a 16 plus, I believe it's plus 6 again. So that is a hit, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that is a good solid, like right in. You connect with it.
Yeah, I'm going to re-restrain it with my frosty whip, and now I get to roll 2d6. So that first one is a 4, second one is a 6, so 10 damage.
Okay, so you go to restrain it, and it just you can't restrain it because it just falls apart.
Ah, nice.
It just falls into pieces. It's covered in like certain areas that have like frost, like little bits of snowflake patterns all over it.
Cool.
And then we're going to go to the weapons turn. Priscilla, can you refresh my memory? What is dodge gives you a bonus to your
Add
AC?
+2 to AC. Yeah.
Okay. So your AC is what now?
16. Oh wait. Yeah, 16.
I rolled a 1, a 3, and a 5, a
Wow.
10, a 1, and a crit.
Oh.
So, not bad, not bad.
Makes up for it.
Yeah.
So that's 4 damage.
Okay. You hear another. Ah! Stop!
Whispering Axe is going to rush down the corridor and use her axe on the injured spear, connect, and knock it to the ground. It's like, just doesn't seem to be animate or moving anymore. She goes, ha! And we're going to move to Swell.
I'll get up and, well, actually, no, I got up last time. I'll run down the hallway and try and attack one of the floating weapons.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I've acquired my own Tabaxi.
Yep, you can get there.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that, Lauren?
Oh, nothing. I've acquired my own Tabaxi.
Oh, you've got a cat too. My cat does not like getting up on my lap.
Hello,
Aw.
baby.
Yeah.
This is Oliver.
Cute.
All right. So yeah, this will be two-handed to hit. 18.
Never occurred to me, was it?
18.
18?
Yep.
18's a hit.
Okay, and then 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right. It's the sword has got like chips taken out of it. It's one of those serrated swords,
Okay.
and you like chip stuff out of it, but it's still not down. Bug.
I'm gonna turn to shoot my Eldritch Blast at the sword as well.
All right.
11.
11. That is a miss. These things are fast. They're darting around, and your blast just, smashes into the wall.
Okay.
Are you moving up closer, or are you going to stay back?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we go to the top of the round again to Isburiel.
Kind of mutter under my breath and feel like maybe this my favorite method of cutting people down to size won't work on these things. So I draw my rapier and go, Angam! And try to attack
All
one
right.
of the weapons. And I am sure a 7 does not hit.
A 7 is unfortunately not going to do it.
Yup. And then for my bonus, so Whispering Axe and Swell here as well. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I ran up to assist.
Okay. Someone's nearby. I'll go. I know you just got spilled, so you can take your revenge on this thing right now. And just give him a bardic inspiration.
All right.
Thank you. I feel inspired.
So these swords have like the obsidian edges, like this. Little bits of dark
Oh,
rock.
they're all
Whoa.
serrated like that?
Yeah. Probably have an image of a bicep on it or something.
Definitely does.
No, you know what it is? It's the. I know exactly what it is.
So at the end of East Boreal's turn, ended your turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go to Zip.
All right. Having felled the armor, I'll turn around and head into the hallway to help with the swords. I guess I'll just attack like the closest one.
Okay. And the spears on the end of them have those tassels that make it difficult to tell where people are attacking from. They're always sort of whisking around in your face. Difficult to pinpoint the spear tip.
I got a 19.
19 will hit.
Not that difficult for Zip, apparently.
Yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage. All right. And that's on the one that was already hit, because that'd be the easiest one for you to hit. Yep, that'll take it down. So now there are 4 weapons left.
I'm going to grumble under my breath while I'm doing it. Let's go into the wizard's lair, they say. There couldn't possibly be any magical swords in there.
That takes us to Nettle's turn because the armor is down.
So I'm gonna head in the hall as well and just like am completely fascinated by all these wondrous magical items flying around. And I just say, I think I want one of these for myself. And I use my thorn whip and just like whip out at one of the weapons that are currently going around. Can I try for the obsidian bicep sword?
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna roll my attack. What will it be? It's a 5. That's not going to work. It's 11 actually total.
All right, so you try and get a hold of one of these fast-moving, darting weapons, and they're just. It's like trying to catch a lightning bug or something.
Okay.
Just not happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a little bit of distance away from it, so I'm not in its immediate range. Yeah, I'll just keep in range that of my whip, but 30 feet away.
All right. And East Boreal, what's your armor class?
14 this time.
14. So that's 8 damage. You get hit by one of the spears.
Okay.
You still up?
Nope.
Oh no.
Okay.
It pins me back against the wall and it goes. And your mother was a quarterstaff.
And then it's going to turn its attention. The other weapons are going to turn their attention to other people who are there. So Swell, you were there. What's your armor class?
It is currently 16.
16. So that's a hit for 5 damage.
Okay.
Are you still up?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Whoa.
And Zip, you rushed up as well?
Yep.
What's your armor class?
18.
18. That's a crit
Ooh.
for 11 damage.
Holy shit.
Oh my
darn.
god.
Oof.
Are you still up?
No.
Okay.
I don't think any of us have more than 10 hit points at
Oh
most.
no.
Yeah, we're baby.
Yeah.
I think Zip has maybe like 11 or 12, but
I have 12, but
Yeah.
I already
Yeah.
took a hit.
Mm.
And then Whispering Axe is missed. I rolled a 6 on the final attack.
Whew.
But the other ones rolled well. So then it's Swell's turn.
All right, give me a second. Death saving throw, eh?
Oh no.
I like these assortment of muscle weapons. Muscle hilt, muscle. What's that? The guard? Muscle guard?
Yes, the most glorious, beautiful.
Failure.
Okay.
Oh no.
One failure for Swell. Bug, it's your turn.
Okay, wow. Why would anyone do this to their home? Is the
HGTV is just like
is the armor that was defeated? Is it like? Did it turn into dust, or is it still whole?
It's like a broken up piece of armor and wooden dummy.
Like, can I wear it? Can I put it on me?
You think it would take you a while to get this armor off of the dummy and onto you.
Oh,
You can put some Agathis armor pretty quickly.
okay. You're you're right. I do have that. Okay, I'm gonna cast my protective spell, Armor of Agathis.
I always, for some reason, in my head, think of it as armor of amethyst, and I always picture it being purple.
No. So wait. What do I do?
A crystal gem joke for you.
You say that you cast it, and then it wasn't even supposed to be a joke. Like, I literally always picture it being purple. Do you guys ever get that sort of thing where certain spells or certain words or colors?
Yeah, there's like a snowflake right next to it, so I just think of it as blue or white. Yeah.
I think of
But I know
armors
what you
of
mean.
Agathis is blue as well, but that's because of
Yeah.
a certain half-orc character.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to move. Are you going to move where they can reach you, or stay back where you are? What are you going to do? You have a move action.
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. And then it takes us to East Boreal's turn. Oh, I forgot something important. I forgot to tell you, Bug, that Sutran is busy rummaging through knickknacks and stuff still.
Wait, where?
Like in this room that you're in.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna get closer to her.
Okay.
that is.
You won't have line of sight on the weapons if you go over there.
That's fine. They will come to me.
Okay.
Who else are they gonna attack? Me and Nettle. So.
East Boreal, was your death save?
Fail.
Fail. Okay.
Oh
Zip.
no.
Death save.
These three of us are out.
I'll do better.
Who's ready for Magical Marker Part 2?
Oops. I guest star and everyone dies. I'm
Also
sorry.
fail.
It becomes the Singing Nettle show.
Yes, this is what happens
Singing
when
Nettle,
cats are
Whispering
curious.
Axe, and Bark.
Yes, just the Tabaxi show.
Oh yeah, because they have the 9 lives.
Yeah,
That's
they
mustard.
do.
You get them by stealing other people's.
Mm-hmm, exactly. We just absorb all of them. Ghost cat.
So, Zip, was that a success or a failure?
No, a fail.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Then it's the armor's turn to fail a death save, and then Nettle.
The armor is rolling death
Armor
saves?
gets a death save.
Yeah.
What?
I'm joking.
Oh,
okay.
sorry,
Armor
wait,
is
hold
like,
on.
oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to try again for the big obsidian sword from 30 feet away with Thorn Whip again.
Sure.
Imbued Thorn Whip. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nice.
All right.
Natty
Nice.
20. All right, I'll roll damage and double it. That first one is a 3. Second one is a 6. So that is 9 damage, 18 damage.
Okay, is this still has the frost on it?
Yeah.
Dang.
So that one shatters into pieces.
Yeah. Oh, it shatters.
Oh.
Aw.
You can glue it back together afterwards.
It
Your best laid plans.
Actually, I
it's-
can do that.
it snaps in half at least. It doesn't shatter into pieces, but it breaks in
Okay.
half.
And I say, oh, well, actually, I can fix that. And I look really happy.
Like, oh no, the axe broke, and to the people falling, she's like,
oh, well.
but
But I am
that's-
I'm also horrified. Like, my
Yeah.
tail is really bushy. It's like, I gotta get to them. I can't heal them.
FCast says, congrats, Lauren, on her new brand new D&D stream.
Is it how this works? If all the characters in the podcast die, then I just get to take
Yeah,
over.
you take it over. Yeah, you killed us and took our stuff.
There can only be one. I did it. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, what we didn't tell you is that this was like a gladiator match.
Yeah, exactly.
The last
It's
one
like-
standing gets the prize.
I get the whole show now.
The death match? Is that what it's called?
Yes. I'm actually chaotic evil. You didn't know. No. But
What-
I'm just gonna be panicking. And can I, as a bonus, can I just say, like, does anybody have, and to all the awake people, does anybody have any potions or healing spells? There's a lot of us down right now.
No, I have nothing. I have a potion of animal friendship.
That doesn't help us right now. These aren't animals, nor are they friends.
Whispering Axe, I forgot to do her turn last round, so I rolled
Oops.
it now. She misses.
Oh, she's still alive. That's good.
yeah.
That's good.
So then the remaining 3 weapons attack, and they attack Whispering Axe. They injure her, do not drop her, and then it's her turn to attack them, and she whiffs and misses them.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
no.
Then it's Swell's turn.
All right, Swell, you got this. Come on.
Anything but a natural one.
That would be very bad.
The opposite of a natural one.
Oh!
Oh, yay!
You
Wow.
scared me for a second.
on
I was
your
like, oh my
feet.
god, a character death.
Yeah, natural 20. So that means I kind of just like shoot back awake with 1 hit point, right?
Yep.
Just like-
Nice.
Ah!
You can stand up and attack. Or no, wait, it's your next turn.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're still prone, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're like next to the weapon still.
I think I'm underneath them. They're all just like ching ching, ching, like right above me.
You sit up and one of them just goes, whoop, and
They-
then you
they
go back
stab
down
you.
again.
They're all currently attacking Whispering Axe.
Okay.
Okay. So then it's Bug's turn.
I'm
You're over around the corner. You don't see the weapons. You're
Right.
just over where Sutran is rummaging through stuff.
so I'm like, Sutran, what are you looking for? I gave her a piece of paper to write.
She starts pointing on the other side of the desk.
Okay, I go around and look. What is it?
You have to pull the desk out, and you can see
Okay.
that written into the desk is a phrase, and it just looks like nonsense to you. It says "Flarsnisnak."
Okay. Can I try to figure out what it means, or
Sure, do an Arcana check.
let's see. 18.
18. You think it might be like a spell that, or like a word that could activate or deactivate something.
Okay. Okay. I'm like, I should try saying it. Wait, what is the word?
Well, it's a bit of a tongue twister.
Wait, what?
But-
do you? Okay, go ahead.
Give me a performance check on trying to say it.
Oh my god.
Wow. I have great performance ability, but unfortunately, I got a 6.
No.
A 6. So you go flagel snivel and it just doesn't quite come out right.
Battle,
And-
battle.
Wow.
Wiggle, wobble, wobble.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
It's like,
Do, do.
I spent like 20 turns trying to say this word.
Okay. The good news is, while you've been doing this, Boxy's been making his way down the corridor.
What a good
It's
friend.
taking him that long to.
Oh, that's like,
Boxy.
I just imagine it just trying to go like end over it.
Yeah.
It's like doing its
It's like doing the army crawl.
Yeah.
It's trying
and
its
like
best.
rolls a little bit. Dun, 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 dun.
And Boxy does a medicine check on Eastburial and stops
Good friend.
Eastburial from bleeding.
Aw.
Yay.
Oh,
He just
Some
like
bandage-
shoots out
Some
some
Some bandages come rolling out the top and roll around his wound. And
We need to level Boxy up so we can just shoot us full of like medipacks.
Yes.
was just suddenly syringes with like healing potions.
Yeah,
Wait,
just
so-
big
You're
diamonds.
Anna, but it's a box instead of Anna.
So if someone's dying, you can go to them, or if someone's 0 health, you can do a medicine check on them.
Yeah, and then they'll stop doing death saves because if you fail 3 death saves, you're dead. If
Yeah.
you survive 3 death saves, you wake up in 1 to 4 hours.
Oh, okay, so then they basically are still 0 health, but they will wake up in 4 hours if you
Yes.
successfully do a medicine check.
Yes.
I see.
That's going to put that at Esportial's turn, who doesn't need to make a death save now. Zip's turn.
Mhm.
All right, come on, death save. Oh, I got a 17.
All right, 1 made death save, 1 failed death save. The armor
Not dead
still not
yet.
getting up. Nettle.
All right. I'm gonna start targeting the next weapon that I see.
Sure.
I guess the buff axe.
All right.
All right, and I'm gonna roll my thorn whip damage. Let's see. That is a 2. Not gonna hit. I'm assuming.
No.
Shoot.
Just
And just like
hits
try to get it.
air.
Like, dang it! Ah,
There's 3 left,
so
right?
close. So close.
There's
3
3
weapons.
weapons left. Yeah.
Oh, actually, do I have another bonus action of mending? No, it's just a normal. Okay, never mind. It takes a minute anyway. That's too long.
Okay. So the 3 weapons are spiraling around and attack Whispering Axe, and she is dodging out of the way, deflects one with the axe, and then the spear goes in her side and she collapses to the ground.
Axe!
Swell's turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna, from my vantage point, can I see people on the ground?
You can see, yeah, the people you can't see are Sutran and Bug.
Okay. But I can see Zip
You
and
got-
she looks pretty bad.
Yep.
Okay. I don't suppose she's next to me or anything. She's like too far
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, no, I'd say that, like, that you guys are all up attacking in the same area.
So I'm just going to put a hand on her arm and just try to shake her and say, "Get up, get up!" And when I realize she's not getting up, I'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
All right.
So that
Why would
is-
Zip be laying on the ground in the middle of the battle?
She's
Playing
lazy.
Swell doesn't want to assume anything, so
11 hit points back.
Nice.
He wasn't sure. He's like, "Are you dead? Like, are you dying? Like, what's the point? Oh, what are you doing?" Sorry. And
taking
What's
a
the point of
nap.
it all, really?
so you get 11
Are
hit
you
points back.
sure?
You're welcome. Next time, I'll probably give them to someone else because I was this close from giving them to Whispering Axe instead because I don't want to see her die. Because I don't want to have to face her
Don't do
dad.
Yeah.
You're the one who's gonna have to go back to her dad and explain
Yeah.
She gets
how his
goes
daughter got
unconscious.
killed by a magical weapon.
But yeah, I roll. It's a D8 plus 3, and I managed to max that out. So,
Wow.
yeah.
All
Does
right.
that bardic inspiration fade, by the way, when you go down?
I was actually
Nope.
about to ask you.
I don't
No?
think so.
Okay, cool.
I've still got that. All right.
You're still inspired.
And then
Somehow.
it's Bug's turn.
I'm gonna try to say those words
Okay.
again.
Do another performance check.
Okay. Oh, nice. 21.
Nice.
So you're
I
like,
had my practice.
all right, tell me what it sounds like. You can make up the word. I made it up earlier, so you make it up. What does it sound like?
Buff muscle weapon. Go down. It's what it says, actually.
Buff muscle. When you say buff muscle weapon, and the weapon is just, and then fly back and hook themselves on the wall.
Oh.
Wow.
And
Ta-da.
with that, end of the battle. We don't know whether Whispering Axe will survive, and we'll have to find out next week. Lauren will be able to join us next week for another adventure.
I can.
Excellent. We'd love to have you back to find out what happens in Dormir's muscle lair.
Yay!
Most of this episode was just trying to accidentally discover Lauren's character.
Yeah.
I was really expecting to be found way sooner than that. But it's good to know never to expect anything when you're doing D&D.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good RP moments in there, even though it took some time for it to actually happen. I think it was fun to watch
Oh,
from
yeah.
the DM's perspective.
So
Anyway.
much fun. I loved it.
Does anybody have a favorite standout moment from the evening?
I think Swole getting crushed by the pod killers. I was like, you just grab the lever, and I'm just like, oh, I'm backing up here.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna pull the lever, and you back up right into the door. We're just slams right on top of you. Oops. I did think that was really cute that Boxy just gave me an orange, just like a whole friend.
I was gonna say Boxy's interactions today.
Oh yeah, Boxy is doing a medicine check.
Yep.
Boxy's
helpful.
That's a new level for Boxy.
Boxy's so good. I love Boxy.
Also the role of Lassie.
All right. We should do our outros. Let's start with Lauren. So you can tell us all about your sort of art and everything you do that is super cool, and like that wonderful background you've got behind you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I do, fantasy illustration and things with, creatures, people, nouveau aesthetic. I recently, I don't know if I can plug this, but I recently just, we finished a Kickstarter run for a card game called Deck of Wonders, which I did the art for. So you can find it available. We're still taking late pledges. And you can find me on my social media, which is, right down in my card. And I also have an Etsy store under the same name. So if you want to see any of my wares, Khajiit does have wares if you have coin.
Yay!
So you not only have prints, but you've got like pins and stuff too, don't you?
Yes, prints, enamel pins, zipper pouches, keychains, and yeah. So if you're interested in any of those things, I do a trash animal nouveau series, which people seem to really like. So if you like a certain trash animal and you want them to be nice and elegant, I have pins that have that artwork on it.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what an ibis is?
An ibis.
Yes.
I do, actually.
They're called bin chickens where we're from. From Brisbane.
Interesting. Bin chickens.
Yeah.
The raccoons of Australia.
Well, Queensland. Anyway, I don't know if they're anywhere else in the country. But yeah.
Maybe I should do a trash animal nouveau pin of an ibis then.
Oh,
Yeah.
please. That would be amazing.
I do have a
to do that.
goose. I do have a goose, which is very close, and also a pigeon.
Oh,
So-
yes.
The whole
I like song on
ibises look
YouTube
so
about the bin chickens. I'll send it to you after this.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures of him. That'll be good for.
because I feel like
our
ibises
Hemisphere
look relatively
friends.
graceful compared to pigeons.
I mean,
They
they do
do.
until they're jumping up on your table and digging their long snout
Right.
into your...
I was also thinking about doing deer because in a lot of parts of the U.S., deer are also absolutely pests.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
horrible. They go in the
So-
trash. It's
It's
great.
so elegant.
I think pigeons
They're
get a
not.
bad rap. They're basically like, they were carrier pigeons that help send messages during the war. So they're kind of like war veterans that are just around on the streets, and
They're
everybody is
just
like,
horrible looking war veterans.
it's like, oh, like all the doves because they're like white and they can fly into the air. It's they're the sign of peace. Like, well,
Oh,
no, they
no,
weren't the
doves are
ones who were
also
sending the
garbage.
messages and helped out with the peace.
Yeah. No, my pigeon pin I believe has a Cheeto in its mouth. But I don't know. Pigeons are friends, but they're just hard. They're sky rats. So yeah.
Oh, rats also have a bad reputation.
I
despite
do
being
have a
very
rat pin
nice
as
and
well.
cute.
A rat and a mouse. So yeah,
Um,
that worked.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us. Let's
Thank you for
see
having me.
what is Boya got going on.
What do I have going on? Well, actually, today I received a copy of Five Worlds French edition. So
Oh, no.
if you didn't know, Five Worlds book 1 to 4 are all available in French.
Is it
So
called
Oh,
Sank Mold?
I was trying to remember
Or
the word
fi-
for
Monde. Yeah, Monde. It's
how
and
do you
they
spell that?
actually
5 worlds?
Five Worlds, yeah.
Five Worlds.
WORD. But they remade the letter, like they did it to like to write Monde. Wait, actually, I have a copy. I can show you.
Oh yeah.
We'll do picking up stuff music.
Oh my gosh, did you illustrate this? This is wonderful.
I worked on this with a team of like 2 other illustrators, 2 writers. Here. Let's see.
Oh, I need to read this. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
It's kind of cool, and they like even remade our logo because like
Oh,
we have
wow.
5W. It's like 5M.
That
It
looks
just
thicker than
turns it
the
upside
5
down.
Worlds I remember. Has that got 2 books in it
It
or
is
something?
no. It is thicker and bigger. They just the way they print it is different, and the paper is kind of like cardstock versus the U.S. copy or the English edition is like glossy, thinner paper. This is like matte and cardstock, which I actually like better. And then it's slightly bigger, so it's very nice.
That's so
Cool.
cool.
Très bon.
Yes.
Magnifique.
Magnifique.
Are you fluent in French?
I need to get this because this art style is just speaking to my heart right now. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
We have to learn French in Canada as our secondary language, so most
Right.
Canadians are passable in like very basic French. So that's what I'm saying. I can't
Yeah.
hold much of a conversation.
But yeah, that's cool.
But I got happy to try and read it. and see
Yeah,
what I can
it's
remember.
actually it's so fun looking at different translations because they like our sound effects, they change it up, but it's like written in the style that we write it. And like we have posters in the background, like advertisements, and they translate those too. So
No
it's like
way.
super fun, like looking at the art, like how they change the like the small parts of the art in the translation.
Super cool.
Yeah. But yeah.
Um,
Anyway, thanks for checking
wants
it
to-
out.
Who wants to go next? All right, I'm passing it to Priscilla then.
I had actually just remembered that there is a Kickstarter for a campaign setting that I contributed some art to. Although none of my art is on the Kickstarter page, but it's a 5e setting called Hecna by the Deck of Many, or by Hit Point Press. It's like a carnival horror setting where you have this, the ruler of this carnival horror worlds. They have to go through and try and survive and figure out what's going on.
I've seen
So
a lot
that-
of artwork and stuff about that, and it looks really cool. I'm looking forward to checking that out. It's like reminds me of there's a I don't know. It's visually appealing to some of my old goth sensibilities. I used to hang out with a lot of goths, and it's really cool. So what do people need to look it up to find it?
So you would probably want to look up Hecna Kickstarter, which is like heck, like HECKNA exclamation mark. And there's
Isn't there
about
an
a
N?
week. Yeah, HECKNA exclamation
NA.
mark.
Yeah, okay.
Hecna. And there's about a week left to go because I really forgot it was on.
Caitlin.
I don't have anything going on right now. I'm just playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14. So it's kind of my
Also
life.
valid.
Yeah. But thanks for watching, guys.
Just saying.
Yeah. Basically, I'm just not doing
Playing a
much.
lot of Final Fantasy 14?
No, I'm not at all, actually.
Yeah.
I did. I'm starting to work on more Metalbeard pages, but I did finish a book recently called Four Nights on the Ice. How I Survived. It's a tale about an Inuit elder, like a true story that he wrote down in his memoirs, and I illustrated. Mine's in English, I think French, and Inuktitut. So it's my bragging rights. And I think Brian finished reading it today.
I read it on the weekend, but
they-
I tweeted about it today because I read it to my kids, and we all enjoyed learning about how this guy survived. Had to sleep on his snowmobile so he wouldn't get wet. Wouldn't put his, you can't sleep in the snow. All sorts of interesting little details about how this guy managed to survive. Yeah, it was great. I'm gonna say I'm excited that I got my proofs for my comic. I'm gonna hold up the page here. Let's see. It's like the front of the comic. You get to pick which of the. There are 6 characters, and you get to pick 3 of them to go on your adventure. And it's like a graphic novel, but it's also a game book at the same time. So it's like an RPG where you're trying to figure out how to get through it, and based on what characters you pick, it's a different adventure. And yeah, I'm excited to be going through and making sure things aren't printing too dark or too light or too muddy. And that's what I got going on. But thanks everyone for tuning in. We don't have a catchphrase at the end yet. And so may magical marker be with you or something like that. We hope you'll tune in next week, same time, and tell a friend or send in some awesome fan art like we had this week. Thanks everyone.
Thanks.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.